the girls crashed in the living room, and this is their bedroom. In case you can't tell, it was the only room that was quiet enough that I could video in. Anyway, I've been watching other vloggers for the 2018 AT class and seeing what they've been posting and everything, and I decided to kind of start off a little bit different. So I'm gonna kill some of the elephants in the room that I know a lot of people probably think or probably talk about or whatever, because I've seen the looks when I tell people that we're planning to do a thru hike of the Appalachian Trail. Number one, health. In case you guys haven't noticed, I'm a little bit on the short side. I'm 5'6", and the last time I actually bothered to mess with a scale, I was between 260 and 270 pounds, and I'm probably still around there. I just want everybody that has any concerns about this or whatever to know that I have been to several doctors. I do not have diabetes. I do not have heart problems. I do not have high blood pressure. I am not on any kinds of medication, and basically the doctors tell me that I am perfectly healthy other than being considered morbidly obese. So that being said, I have done some pretty strenuous hikes, although they've been like short 2 to 3 miles hike, but they've been straight uphill. So I can handle the strenuous. It just takes me a little bit longer. So if y'all happen to see us and I look like I'm dying on the side of a mountain somewhere, just know that I'm okay. I know my limits. I know what I can and can't do, and just kind of give me a thumbs up and hi, and go on your way and don't worry about me. So, okay. So as far as my weight's concerned, am I aware that this is going to be hard on my knees and feet? Yes, I am quite aware of that, which is why I've been getting out and walking, and like I said, we've been hiking for years, so my knees and feet are kind of used to it. Do they hurt? Yes, they hurt. Are they going to hurt more on the trail? Yes, they're going to hurt more on the trail. I'm well aware of that, but again, that is something that I have taken into consideration, and I feel that we will be fine. Number two, the kids. I've gotten a whole lot of, you're going to take 4 kids with you, or do they really want to do it, or do you really think they can handle it, or, I mean, the list goes on and on. When we first started talking about it, the kids were super excited about it. Like I said, we've been hiking forever, so it was basically just another idea of going on a really long hike. So, anyway, as it's gotten closer, a couple of the kids have kind of started, I guess originally they thought that it was an idea that I would give up on, or we wouldn't actually follow through with it, so they were like, yay, we're going on this big 6-month camp out hike type thing, and now that they see that we're actually going through with it, they're kind of balking a little bit, which I can understand because they've got friends that they don't want to leave, and they don't want to leave their dad, and so on and so forth, so that's fine. But I also know my kids, and I know that the ones that are balking usually balk anytime I talk about going on a hike, but once we get out there, or even when we go camping, and once we get out there, they're having a ball, and they love it, and they're glad that we came, and so on and so forth. So I feel that I mean, yeah, there's going to be days that are going to really stink, and I've prepared them for that. We've talked about how cold it's going to be. We've talked about having to sleep in the cold, which we have done in our yard. And we have done it camping before. We've camped in 16 degrees before. But, so we've kind of mentally prepared for that, and I've mentally prepared them for that. So there's going to be days that are going to be hard, and there's going to be days that we all want to quit. But I know that the benefits are going to outweigh those days, so I don't really see them, like, really hating it. Also, as far as the kids are concerned, for those who wonder, yes, if one of the kids gets sick or hurt, or if I get sick or hurt, there's not an option of one of us going home and the rest of us finishing. It's either we all finish or we all quit. So, do I think that we'll make it all the way? Really, when I talk to people and I tell people, I don't say I'm attempting or I'm planning. I say that we are doing a thru hike, and I fully have every mentality that we are going to finish. But of course, in the back of my head, I know that there's always the chance that, you know, one of us could get hurt or one of us could get really bad sick or whatever. So I'm prepared to deal with that as it comes. But we are looking more on the optimistic side and saying that we are going to finish. As I said, we've been camping for years. The kids do have some experience behind their belts with hiking out in the middle of nowhere. We've camped in the big thicket in Texas with backwoods permit. The only thing is we've never had to carry our equipment on our back. We've always had, like, the bigger tent and stuff like that so we could carry it in. So we are used to the backcountry camping, but we are not used to the backpacking part of it. Number 3. This is kind of a 3-part category. You've got our budget, our lack of equipment and experience, which I kind of already went over the experience before. But as far as budget is concerned, my husband for the past 2 years had been working on the railroad, and he was doing really well, and we had a pretty good savings account built up. So when we had originally started planning this back in April, finances were not going to be a problem, so, you know, we weren't worried about it. Well, in May, he was let go from his job, and it took 3.5 months before he found another job. And of course, in that 3.5 months, we depleted all of our savings trying to keep bills caught up and so on, and we still ended up getting behind on some. So anyway, before he had lost his job, we had not bought any of the gear that we needed yet. So we literally started for 5 people for a thru hike. We had absolutely no gear, no packs, no tents, no cooking equipment, no water filtration system, with nothing. So yeah, that's been a bit of a stressor. So when we go to do our Big 3 video, which will probably be next week, we're not going to have the name brands that you see everybody else talking about. We're not going to have the super ultralight. We're probably not going to have anything that's the best. But the way I look at it is we're going to make it work, and we're going to do it. So, yeah, just keep that in mind when I go over what we're using. Like I tell my kids, you know, at least we're getting out there. So I'm not going to focus on that we don't have the name brands or we don't have ultralight. We'll just have to deal with a couple extra pounds. So in closing, I want to thank everybody that has followed us, that has supported us. Like I said, because of the budget, we have set up a GoFundMe. I'll put that link in the comments if you want to look at it. I've seen some other vloggers this year that are raising funds for a charity or whatever with their Appalachian hike, and I think that's amazing, and I really wish that we could do that, but at this point we can't. Maybe in the future we'll help support another thru hiker through their charity, just to kind of give it back. But yeah, so And as far as keeping up with us, you can subscribe on here. We're going to try to update weekly. I have a blog on a site called outsideways.com. It was created by a previous thru hiker who took his family. Their YouTube channel is Toe Salad, and they went a couple years ago, I guess it was, and they were the first inspiration when I started looking up taking the kids on the trail to see if it could be done. So we followed them, and then he created the platform for the outdoor networking, and we have a blog on there. Also, you can find us on Facebook and on Instagram as Farmer Family 48. So comment anything that you would like to see us talk about or go over. Like I said, next week we're probably going to go over our big three, which is our pack, our tent, and our sleep system. So thanks for keeping up, and we'll see you next week.